hell's going on, Facebook world? Be starting here in just 1 minute. Potatoes, corn, potatoes, corn. Can you hear the potatoes? Can you hear the corn? I can hear the potatoes. What about you guys? Finish up this espresso and let's get started, my friends. Scrum-sha-lescent. Woo! Here we go, friends. Another beautiful day in paradise here at the house. Went into HEB, went into Beers Looking at You, and grabbed a couple of these. Grabbed the Lucky at HEB, grabbed this guy at HEB, Bad Astronaut at HEB. The rest are going to be at Beers Looking from You. Appreciate you for guys to hook up there. Always love that place. Good selection of cold beer on tap and in can and bottle. So we're going to review some beers today. Just like always, I've got the lighter, easier drinking ones on this side, moving down to the hoppy ones, finishing off with the sours. We will get to stout season soon. Not that I don't drink stouts all the time, but we will get to stout season soon, I promise. So here we go, guys. I don't think this is a numbered episode, but just another beautiful day in paradise here, just drinking some beer. As you can see, I got my sweet, sparkly bad boy there. My neighbor gave me that. Hell yeah. So let's just dive right in. Let's get some of these light beers going. When I went to Beers Looking at You, I probably got around 9 to 10 beers, so I got quite the abundance. But I could only put a couple out here. So we're gonna go ahead and start with something real exciting. It's this Steve Austin's Broken Skull. So the first time I saw this, I kind of laughed. I thought to myself, this is not gonna be good. Blah 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 blah. It's been good. And it's not just me thinking that. A lot of people have really enjoyed this and then their IPA as well. This is just their American lager. It's sitting at 4.8%. So let's take a little quick look. That's El Segundo. I got a little more stats for you. But I remember this one being super smashable, super shotgunnable, like really good. And maybe it's just you have your bias, your expectations, they're really high or really low, and it blows you away. For me, this beer, I enjoyed it. So let's see if I'm remembering correctly. Oh yeah, Power Stash. All right, so let's see what it's about. Again, we're doing the Broken Skull, Steve Austin's El Segundo. So this is the American lager. All right. Beautiful color, nice and clear. Yeah, super smashable. I do get a little bit of like a hot flavor to it, and that might just be me, but I do get a little bit of bitterness, which I enjoy. To tell you the truth, like I'm not gonna give it a That's Fucking Delicious Bro award. It's good, but it's definitely not fucking delicious. This one's definitely gonna have to have a drink off against some of these others. I'm sure that it's not gonna be easy. So let's go back to the lineup real quick. So we just had our Broken Skull, the American lager. It was pretty good, pretty smashable. A little bit of hop flavor on the end that some people could love or not. So let's pour this off real quick, and then we're gonna go to Bad Astronaut. Bad Astronaut, I went to their facility, I want to say around 2 months ago or so, for a Pink Boots thing we were doing up there. I ran a stream for a friend, Sylvia, shout out. And I got to check out Bad Astronaut. Really cool facility. Really, really sick beer. And then their artwork is unstoppable. Big fan of the artwork, and I'm sure you guys will be as well. So we're going with the Cloud Punch, which is a German-style Pilsner. Yeah, so let's see what this is all about. Oh yeah, they always get some fun descriptions on the side too. So sitting at 5.2%. Let's see what we got. And this one might be a shelf turd, just because the age. I have no idea how old it is. Good carbonation. Nose is clean. It's definitely a little older, but it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. German style Pilsner. I want to have that fresh. I want to have that fresh. Man, I bet that's delicious. I'm quite a fan of that, honestly. Wow. So for the first two, I kind of have this feeling about it. Same, but different. I mean, of course, the styles themselves are both light, easy drinking, smashable styles. But I wanted this, and I got this for both the beers. Again, I think it's an age thing for this, and this it might have been just personal bias. I had built it up in my head a little bit more. This next one, I'm real excited about. This is one of the fastest growing, most recognized breweries, not only in Houston but in Texas. True Anomaly is definitely making a name for themselves as far as being, out there making some fun stuff. But also, I just love their color schemes and their can designs. I mean, when I got into craft beer, cans were just becoming popular, um, or light, even used, to tell you the truth. And now with a lot of can art, people like to overdo it. Look at the thick. Anyway, so a Spanish lager. I'm not sure what it means by Spanish. I don't know if it's a yeast or if it's a grain choice or what. It's coming down. Okay, so again, a Spanish lager. Let's try it real quick. Got our gold top. Aye. No Best Buy or anything like that I can clearly see. Ooh, that feels solid. My dog just barked from outside. Wow, this beer looks pretty. Yeah. Good lord. Yeah, excuse the not beer clean glass. I was in a hurry. Just got back from the zoo. Ooh, interesting. Wow. Yeah. It is. That's fucking delicious, bro. Wow. I kind of talked myself into a corner, obviously, but that's a that's what I want to taste. That is goosebumps. Okay, cool. Like it. Good job. Good job. Hell yeah. Cheers to them. It's our first award. All right, guys. So we're gonna clock out of the Valentin's glass. Moving out of the light beers, and let's throw it back. Let's throw it back to some cranky britches. Let's throw it back. Cool. So we finished up all of our light beers. We started with our Broken Skull. Good. I expect a little bit better. Bad Astronaut. I know it's delicious. Oh, they just switched it to a 12 ounce? No shit. It's fucking delicious, bro. It's. I hope you're talking about this one right here, because it's whew. The Bad Astronaut. I think it was just a date thing. That's why I call it shelf turds, because some of the stuff is a little bit older. I think that's what that is. And this guy just tied the bow for me, like really tied the bow for me. So now we're gonna move into our IPAs. This is the only one. Let's see, this one and this one are the only two left I got from HEB. So let's jump in. This one was at $4, just so we could be transparent here, friends, right? This one. The first time I went to HEB, I saw the artwork and I saw the price. I was like, nah. The second round I went there, I was like, okay, it's shelf turds. Doesn't have a date on it, but we gotta try it, right? Tucked in by strangers, 6.5%. Um, Paperback. I'm guessing that's the brewery. Let's see. Yeah, Paperback Brewing, and I think it says Glendale, California. Let's see what it's about. Check this out. That's interesting. All right. Another unclean beer glass. Don't judge me. Well, actually, do judge me. Talk some shit. Let's see. It doesn't smell like super old. It's like an Amazon package. You know, what I mean, not all cardboard, but there's definitely. It looks like the head's kind of broken up a little bit too. It's a waste of $4. I'll tell you that. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world I've ever had, but it's a shelf turd. That's a shelf turd. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shelf turd right there because that's what it tastes like, and now I have mental problems. It's okay. I'll work it out. I'm gonna rinse this glass out real quick, friends. All right, so our first shelf turd. It happens. That's why I call this segment shelf turds because you never know when you're gonna get one of these bad boys that's Lord months and months old. All right, clean glass. So when I called up, Beer's looking at you. Called him and said, "Hey, you guys have a decent amount stocked up for to go beer." Just because sometimes I've been there and there's not. What's up, Robert? There's not a lot of people in there and there's not a lot of to go beer. So I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that when I go there I can grab enough. And he immediately said, "Yeah, I got did and started listing off this." And I was like, if they got some gigantic beer, like let's get it going. Let's get it going. So I'm excited about this one. I remember when Gigantic came to market here. It's just like a lot of those other ones, like Bells and stuff. It was a fun celebration. But I have not had Sassy Pony before. This is a Juicy Pale. Artwork's pretty freaking rad too, right? Again, these guys are from Portland, Oregon. All right, you got some fun stuff on the back here. Really fun can, but a Juicy Pale. So maybe we're going back to pale ales, but we're just calling them like juicy and hopping them up. I don't know. We'll find out soon. I mean, that's Oregon's where it's at, man. So I get it. Ooh, that nose is fantastic. Cheers, Robert. Wow. Oh, wow. I feel like a kid again. I mean, I'm still a kid. I'm always gonna be a kid. That reminds me the first time I hate to say a juicy pale ale, but like a pale ale from like Hops and Grains back in the day. A pale ale that was freshly hopped and had gotten to you within, say a month or two of kegging. That's delicious. Ooh, is it fucking delicious though? Hold on. I don't think it's fucking delicious because I'm not a bitterhead like I used to be as much. It's still fucking good though. It's really good. It's really good. Okay. Gotta let it slip. Yeah. And, you know, I didn't come here to hand out that fucking delicious bro awards to IPAs or pale ales, but I like what this represents too. I like what this represents in the sense that we gotta get back to pale ales, man. Not everything could be a fucking double, triple hopped IPA, man. Like, let's get some pale ales that have some good flavor. You know what I mean? Like, we can have 4 or 5 pints and hang out, right? We don't have to fight. So, hey, it's a good beer. It's a good beer. I mean, it's gigantic too, though. Gigantic makes fantastic beer. Speaking of fantastic beer, next up we have Cigar City. Cigar City is known for a lot of beers, especially High I think is what it's called. Uh, I might be mispronouncing it. Leave me alone. Uh, hell yeah! See you Friday, Robert. Um, so check it out. This one, I have Florida Man. I saw the name and I was like, okay, I gotta give it a try. It was like my eighth pick. I was only gonna pick like 9 beers, and it was like my eighth pick. But at 9%, I was a little scared of that. For a double, back when IPAs first came to market, that's considered like a triple. So let's see what type of double they're talking about. An unpredictable varieties of hops. Does that mean all their trash hops? Like, what's this mean? I gotta dump that first pour. A little too frothy. All right, here we go. We got a canned 3/21/24. Hear that, friends? So, okay. It should still be doable. Let's try it together. Smells hot. It's good. It's a little sweet. But that's to be expected with the ABV. So I'm definitely not against it at all. Not really my style when it comes to like high ABV IPAs anymore. I'm more like a give me a good barley wine or something like that. But it's still a good beer. This kind of reminds me more of a double version of High Lie. You know what I mean? It Yeah, so hey, Florida man, cheers. You did pretty good. That's not bad at all, so. All right. We're changing out our cranky britches glass. That last bite was a little more sweet than I remember. And moving over to our grandstand glass. I figure a nice little tulip would be good for our sour beers. Um, so I figure we can start with the shandy. It's not necessarily sour, but it'd be a nice palate cleanser from the IPAs to the sours, along with a sip of this. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So first one is Lucky 19. I've reviewed about 3 of their beers now. One of them won That's Fucking Delicious Bro award, if I remember correctly. It was the Hefeweizen, and I don't even like Hefeweizens. What the fuck? Yeah, I know exactly. But this is Made in the Shade. It's a lemon shandy. When life gives you lemons. It's pretty cool. I like the whole catchphrase and all that stuff. Let's see where they're from real quick. Giant Prison, Huntsville. $2 HEB. All right. Let's try this lemon shandy together, guys. Ooh, the nose is kind of tart. I definitely get the lemoniness, but it's almost like a lemon tea. It's like a very, very light lemon tea. Um, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's very much a drain pour for me though, just because I don't like that style necessarily. I'd like a little bit more carbonation, and if I wanted that, I want some grapefruit in there, or something like that. So it's just not my style. So it's probably gonna fall pretty low just because of that. So that was a really good palate cleanser, though. I enjoyed that as far as a palate cleanser. The, the next two I'm really excited about. We've got Martin House coming up and Prairie, two big dogs. So let's check out these big dogs together. Let's fix that first for you. All right. So first one up is the Kiwi McSqueezy. Where do they come up with these names? Artwork is rad. That's a Kiwi DJing. DJ Kiwi. Um, cool. Oh shit. Blueberry or whatever that is. We're playing some drums. Like, what is this? An apple? Is that an apple over here playing left-handed guitar? What's going on here? So Kiwi Musqueezy is a prairie beer. Sour ale with apple. Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is, right here. Apple, Marionberry, and kiwi. What the is Marionberry? Check that out. I'm all about it. Oh, Marionberry. Excuse my misunderstood. Hold on. All right, so let's try this together. Oh shit. Oh Lord. Oh, it's thick, dog. Oh shit. It's super thick. This is gonna be a fruited sour. So the way that it glugged. Oh, perfect. Canned on 6/12/24. So this is very fresh as far as beer standards for me. That's fucked up. Beer standards for me on this particular. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit. We're gonna let it hang out for just a minute. Then I'm gonna give it a taste. So I remember working with. I worked explicitly with. I say explicitly, mostly with fruited sours for a while at Urban South HTX, and it was quite the experience. Like at the end of the night, we'd have to take the kegs off, for example, little things like this, and flip them. We'd have to roll the kegs at certain times because the particulate matter had to be dispersed among the keg itself. If not, the bottom of the spiral would get clogged with all this stuff. It's just very, it was a very interesting process. This was really fun. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's jump in. Oof, I'm about to get. I've got one just for my stats, actually. There we go. Oh yeah, those are purees for sure. It's delicious. Oof. I'm like back and forth between that's fucking delicious or not. The reason why is it tastes like applesauce. I don't know if I want to drink applesauce, but if you like drinking applesauce, you've got your beer. You've got your beer right here. Um, Kiwi McSqueezy. I get the. It's like kiwi applesauce. Nothing wrong with kiwi applesauce, but I mean, check it out, dog. I didn't expect that. Lord, I need another glass. I just moved into this room, so I don't have extra glasses just hanging out. So we're gonna have to reuse a glass. Better idea for the water in here. Science. Science, dog. I went to community college. Done. All right. So next up, we're gonna end the tasting and begin the reviewing shortly with the Pain Chilla. This is a sour with. There we go. Count it out real quick. Orange, coconut, and pineapple. Oh, we got a date on it. 7/8/2024. Very fresh. Very fresh. In the singles category at HEB. Check out the full spectrum of this. They always have a really distinct, sometimes they'll have stuff behind it, but a really distinct front as far as like the branding. And then they'll always have some really cool artwork. Martin House is a special place for that. I mean, so let's try it together. These guys are known for that pickle beer as well. I reviewed I think the pineapple pickle. Is that about a week ago? This is not a slurry. Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The nose is very enticing. Like it's very, very enticing. It's like shaved ice pineapple coconut. That's what I get. It's like that shaved ice nose effect. Yeah, yeah. They've done this to me like twice. You could tweak this and you can make cinnamon toast crunch so easily. Like it's right there. Wow. And some beers I don't mind just taking one drink and that's enough for me. Other ones I kind of like. Okay, how can I see myself drinking this over and over and over again? I'm reviewing them and I'm ranking them based off of this and this alone. How much I enjoy the taste versus my bias and what they're trying to do with the beer. Because the shandy is gonna fall to the bottom, but it's just a personal bias thing. So let's start the ranking right now. Boom. Oh, I gotta turn this song off. I'll definitely get banned for that one. All right, so coming in last place today, and it's not a bad thing at all. It's just if I wanted a shandy, I'd like a little bit more flavor, something that just kind of entices my palate more. Something I call it the Dorito effect. We have to go back for another sip, and another sip. Two, three, four, 8, 9. So coming in ninth place. Nothing wrong with 9, man. I mean, it's an honorable thing to be a shandy and try to survive in today's beer world. So coming at number 9, Made in the Shade, Lucky 19. If I remember correctly, they are from Huntsville. Their Hefeweizen wanted that's a fucking delicious bro award about a month ago or so. So I mean, you never know. I think it's easier to kind of follow that up with another beer. Ooh, it's gonna be a hard one. Ooh, damn, it's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna probably be between. Fuck. Um, no, 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 no. I'll make this easy for myself right now. I don't wanna. I don't wanna hurt myself right now. So coming in at number 8. Again, it was a style thing more than anything. This beer was really delicious, but it was a hot IPA. But when I say hot, it's the ABV itself was a little high for me. It's a little sweet. Hey, what's up, Dex? Yeah, dude, for sure. Appreciate that, man. It's I always try out new things, and I like to rotate the stash and stuff like that. And yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, coming at number 8 is that Florida man. It's a little hot for me. It's a little high on the ABV, and that's the only thing that I have to say about that in a negative context. It's not smashable. It's definitely like it's definitely a good beer, you know. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Mm. All right. So next up, this is going to be a really hard one, and this is a shelf turd. This is a shelf turd casualty. So Bad Astronaut makes incredible beer, and I want to try this beer fresh. I'm pretty sure I had it at the event when I went there, but I think this is just a like I said a casualty of the shelf turds. It's a little past its date, and I think it suffers for that reason. I think that's the reason why when I taste it, I'm like, damn, this should be better. This should be better. Well, okay. So now we're gonna get into the hard stuff. I think we need to do this. We're gonna put our winners of the That's Fucking Delicious Bro Award at the front, right? So the That's Fucking Delicious Bro Awards go to that True Anomaly, sitting at right now is gonna be number 1, and the Martin House is gonna be sitting at number 2. I think I'm solid with those, honestly. And the sad thing is, I want to drink them off. That sounds stupid. I want to drink them off everywhere. I'm gonna drink them off in the court. No, so it's one of those things where I want to be like, oh, you know, let's drink it off just so I can have it again. But I'll have it again in a minute. But we're going in at number one today. Number one, a clear number 1 for me, almost in my heart, in my mind, in my soul. This True Anomaly beer, this Spanish lager. I knew when I grabbed it, I was going to be in for some type of either beer I didn't like or a beer that shed light on some light flavors that I really enjoyed. And this was, you know, it was one of those beers that kind of made me want to go to a brewery immediately. So, number 1, you deserved it. I'll go ahead and shower you with love again with your award. Let's see, where's your award? There's your award. That's fucking delicious, bro. That's fucking delicious. So, I mean, you keep making that beer, it's delicious. And then number 2, a surprise number 2 for me, was the painkiller. I mean, sorry, the pain chiller. Lord have mercy. The painkiller. Um, it's fantastic, man. It really is fantastic. Um, I can't speak any harm about that. So try it out once. It's always worth it. It's always worth trying things out once. All right, so I know exactly what I'm gonna do now. This is great. I had time to think. Number 6 is gonna be the Stone Cold. And this might have been a casualty as well of shelf turdism. It just might have been. Uh, but it just didn't hit the way that I wanted it to. Again, I hate to say it, but I wanted this, and I knew I was gonna get this, but I didn't get that. I got something different, and it was a little bit lower. So, um, I'm gonna hopefully try that beer again, and it's gonna be fantastic because it's everywhere, or it was for a while. So now's a hard one. I think we need to have a drink off. It's just it's impossible to not to have a drink off right now. Let's go. Let's put the pale ale against this IPA as drink off. All right, guys. So tucked in by strangers, West Coast IPA versus the gigantic juicy pale. Let's see what we think, friends. Okay. Listen to the Panic Channel. They're rad. I'm gonna start with the paperback, which is tucked in by strangers. I think this is a shelf turd. There's a possibility this isn't a shelf turd, but what's up, Steph? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, big dad. So we were just wrapping up rating these last couple. We've got a drink off right now. It's tucked in by strangers, which is a West Coast style IPA, versus this sassy pony. It's a juicy pale ale. Right now, I'm snacking on this IPA. Full of flavor. Hopadillo lovers will enjoy. All right, here we go. Drink off done. Easy, easy, easy. Lemon squeezy. Coming in at number three. Number three today. Sassy Pony. I mean, it's this is a juicy pale ale. So pale ales could be as simple as a Dale's Pale Ale, but a Dale's Pale Ale is kind of malt forward. Just my opinion. Especially recently, as the past like 10 years or so. And I think that's it right there. Honestly, after trying that tucked in by strangers again, I'm pretty sure that's exactly where I want it. Let's fill in the rest of these little these bad boys real quick, and then talk about them. God, I want that Spanish lager so bad right now. All right, Instagram, if you're here, tune into Facebook so you can see, and I'll eventually start going live to YouTube and stuff like that to see the icons and all the fun stuff. So here, rating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Coming in at number 9 today is the Lucky 19. Again, this brewery has made some beers that blew my mind. I mean, they were really good. A Hefeweizen that, personally, I don't like Hefs, but it was so good that I was like, it got a That's Fucking Delicious Bro award. So, don't sleep on them. It's not a judgment of the brewery, it's just a personal bias, it being a shandy and not having like a full flavor for me. So coming in after that, number 8 is going to be the Florida Man. That is Cigar City. It's a double IPA. The only reason why I put that a little bit lower is because it's warmer on the ABV, as far as like it's a little higher ABV, and the sugars allow it to be a little bit sweeter. So it's definitely more of a sipping beer. It's not one of those things where um, you sit there and want to get wrecked on those things. It's like smashing clown shoes. Clown shoes is one of those things that it's very malt forward, and the ABV is high enough that you're like, okay, well that's a sandwich with like bologna, Black Forest, fucking turkey, and all that shit like, stacked high. Like you don't eat two of those. You don't want that much deli meat in your body. It's not good. Next up, our first casualty of the shelf turdism is, I think at least, because Bad Astronaut makes great beer. And honestly, what probably what happens? This is in my fridge during barrel, and I lost power for a long time, so that's probably why. But anyway, it fell low because of that. I could smell and taste the flavor kind of breaking up a little bit. It just didn't hit like I know it should have. And then coming after that, and this, I think it might be a shelf turd again, but this is why this show is called Shelf Turds, because sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not, and you just got to deal with it. So coming in after that is this Broken Skull. I've had it on tap before, and it's actually been pretty refreshing, like a real good palate cleanse. Um, so that one fell to that spot just because I think it's when I tasted it, it just wasn't as fresh as I wanted it. It's as simple as that goes. So after that, the paperback. Oh, this one was really fun. West Coast IPAs, I think, are kind of on the way back in, but at the same time, is you're not going to get the resin lords of the past coming in and being like, ah, yes, the full resininess of Palate Wrecker. 150 IB. I can't remember. Was it Matthew or no? Was it the other day? Told me that the actual IBU for Palate Wrecker, it was way up there. It was way up there. So we're not gonna. I don't think we're back to that. But it was good. It was sappy and piney enough to enjoy myself. Like that fresh on tap somewhere is probably woo. I mean, spot on it. So next, the kiwi Musqueezy. The pros and cons. It was fun, but it tasted like applesauce with kiwi in it. So it was good for one taste, but you got to make up your mind after that. The Sassy Pony, the Juicy Pale right here, that was a good beer. That was a good beer. Now, Gigantic, being from Portland, they've been competing against really, really good breweries for a while. So it's not like they're incompetent. They know how to make good beer. It's a good beer. It's not old. So boom, that's why it fell number three. It didn't get that fucking delicious bro award. It just fell right outside it. Um, and then number two, number one, they both received that's fucking delicious bro award. Number one was just a clear sweep for me. The reason why is it's just a perfectly put together beer. Oh, there we go. I mean, that's the type of beer that you sit in your garage and have eight or nine of them and listen to your favorite band and smoke a pack of cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes, but if I did, I'd have a coffee in the morning, listen to the first album and just go discography the entire day. Like, hell yeah. So here we go, friends. Anyone that's tuning in, I appreciate you very, very much. I need recommendations. I need beer. Right. So if you've got beer, I don't care if it's old. I mean, please don't give me the stuff that's been sitting out in like the weirdest garage in your car and stuff like that. But if you have beer, let me know. Come over. Let's review it together. Shelf Turds is fun. Um, I do recommend when you're grabbing singles, always go to places that have it cold. Like that's why I enjoy picking up a lot of this beer, particularly from Beers Looking at You. Shout out to you guys. Because hey, if you can get some singles, they're cold. I mean, I enjoy that. So. All right, friends. Well, until next time, please take care of each other. Check in on each other. Be nice. It's it's really easy to load a bowl for your friends. Like, I mean, they just be cool. Be cool. Uh, so Facebook, thanks for tuning in. Instagram, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I will be starting YouTube live soon. I'm working on movie reviews. That's something I'm doing right now, and I spent literally 4 hours this morning putting together all these plot points for Independence Day. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I love movies. I wanted to do The Abyss, but The Abyss was too big of a bite. What's up, Aaron? Thanks for tuning in. But I'm gonna start with Independence Day, so I'm gonna be releasing an Independence Day review here shortly. So again, if you guys like the beer, bring it over. Let's review some beer. Take care of yourself. Take care of your friends. I love you. Bye bye. Look at this little shattering effect. Isn't that fucking rad? Hell yeah. Instagram, you're still here though. You're still here. You're different.